In the beginning, John said was the word. 33 years he tabernacled the earth. Healing the sick, raising the dead, sight to the blind. In the city of Canaan, turned water to wine. He did this.
Society tells us to find happiness and peace through our money. But this approach can and will eventually confine one to a system of thought that always attempts to keep up with the Joneses. In this system, it's been said that these people spend money that they don't even have to impress people that they don't even like, buying things that they don't even need. But God never intended for money to be a master over us. Rather, God intends for money to be a servant, a tool in the hands of the godly as we pursue His purposes for us here on earth. In the Bible, there are over 500 passages that deal with prayer. There are just a little fewer than 500 that deal with faith. But there are over 2,300 passages that deal with money and possessions. This influx of scriptures indicates to us that our ability to manage God's money is a direct barometer of our spiritual maturity. Perhaps the most profound statement of Jesus dealing with this subject can be found in Matthew chapter 6, verse 21. Matthew 6 and 21. It says, "For where your treasure is," that's your money, "there your heart will be also." From here we see how we use our money tells us more about our value system than what we say or what we do. If we want money to be a servant to us rather than a master over us, then we must have a clear plan of attack that we can see how our money is moving every day in and out of our accounts. See the things that we're putting our money into and how our money is being reduced every month in order to make sure that we're not being controlled by our money. And so Dave Ramsey, a great Christian financial analyst, gives a great rule of thumb to help us manage where our money goes. He says that there's a 10-20-70 rule that's a great starting point for any true Christian that wants to manage their money. He says, first of all, you should give 10% to God first. Then 20% of your money should go towards some type of savings. And then finally, you should live off of the 70%. Now in America, we've already expended most of our money before we even get our first check. So it's a process that we must try to achieve eventually, where we can control our money in a way that God gets the first 10%, the 20% we save, and then finally we live off of the 70%. As we close this last lesson on stewardship, it is imperative that you understand that God owns everything: time, money, possessions, your spiritual gifts, and all these types of things. God owns everything. And He expects and relies on you to use those assets that He places in your path in a way that brings glory and honor to Him. God has done so much for us, entrusted us, and done so much for us, but what will we do for Him? I pray that we will make God proud as great stewards of His resources in a way that makes a difference in the lives of those around us and in the kingdom, both here and after. Till next time, God bless. See you then.
He did live, He did die. 3 days later, Jesus Christ did